an excellent person, a good friend, a fine neighbor, and hope to be a good father. And how are you today, Jacob Tyler?
Good.
Well, good. We have already prepared for your palate a homemade special blend of applesauce in the oven and currently baking. Much haste is a pumpkin pie and the finest squash in all of North America, the Hubbard. We are now going on to phase 2, 3, and 4, and that is more food, more food, more food. I am going to prepare a luscious dressing made of elephant ears, alligator toes, snail shells, and lizard skins. It's a delicatessen type of dressing made in Somalia. Now, of course, you know they don't have a lot to eat there, so whatever it is that they've given, they enjoy. Oh, I have to turn my oven down to 350. Stop the clock.
This is our song.
And reset the timer for 50 minutes so that the buffalo skin will get prepared properly. Well, there's the lizard skin.
Yay.
Jacob Tyler Jones. There's a sack over here with some apples in it. Where is my chef?
I'm sorry about the refrigerator. It's this.
Don't cough in my face, please.
I didn't mean to.
I don't need your ancient hibernians. Just food for thought on your part.
And sing this sleighing song. Get up off the bank to 40 speed. With your ginger and open sleigh and Christ will take the lead. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse.
Okay, Jacob. Over in that bag with the apples are some oranges. Take those oranges out of that bag and put those oranges in this bag. Alright, now we have alligator skins, buffalo grubs. We need to get the dressing out. I would certainly wish everyone out there a fine and wonderful Thanksgiving Day.
Happy New Year.
What did you do with that pan, Joshua? Joshua, by the way, is our cameraman. From time to time, he may appear on the set. Simply because I don't know what it is. That pan, for your further information and knowledge, is up there. I'm a believer, ladies and gentlemen, in the very right thing, that where you know something goes, that particular item should go there. In other words, in plain English, you put it where it belongs. Shortcuts are only for short people. Short in brain and short in willpower. Now enough testimony. Next thing you know, if I'm not careful, I'll be paying alimony. I have some fat back here from the fat of the back. You should not have to move that camera. You should set the camera at a particular spot and leave it alone. Every time you move it, you jiggle the picture. A good, with a fine degree of intelligence. Wouldn't you say so? Have you got anything you'd like to add in wisdom or in homily that might be beneficial to generations to come as they view this? I think it's very important that you leave this plane departing on a word of wisdom and in betterment of the human race as we ponder on the meaning of Thanksgiving. We have much to be thankful for. Lizard skins are abundant this year. Alligator nose and alligator ears are abundantly near us and in great supply, from which we certainly should be thankful. These need to be put in a Ziploc bag, like a sandwich bag, carefully set in the icebox for further consideration. That further consideration should be and could be and will be.
Here's this lizard skin if you want to take a good look at it.
Recipe. There you are. This, friends and neighbors, is a wild onion from the home of Louisiana's famous Cajun cooker, Justin Louison, and I guarantee our buffalo sauce here is just about complete. Smells like buffalo sauce. Probably it'll taste like buffalo sauce. You can move the dishwasher bag. Peel this onion.
Got stingy eyes.
Alright.
Cat it.
Well, I just cut it. Go and turn our fire down below over there on that frying pan. Low, low. Okay, I'm going to give it a fancy julienne cut. That's 11 diagonals.
I can't move it.
The fat of the back was prepared and 14 verticals. Now it all depends on what angle you hold this, whether you realize or not they're vertical or diagonal. Now we'll slice this little bugger up into this small pan, to which we will add a certain amount of garlic, a certain amount of tarragon, and we put in the shallots, extra flavor, and nutritional merit. And there they are. Next is the stalk of the wild celery grown in Tunisia. This is a delicate and very nutritional, fibrous matter that certainly helps in the digestive system, and it certainly needs to be washed I find it amusing, to say the least, that in preparation most people would not take the outer skin off. They only knew that ants, caterpillars, spiders peed on this.
How come you?
They would certainly want to take the outer skin off. I mean, it's amazing to me why people want to eat bug pee, but that's up to the people. I know for sure that this is a waterous plant and should be a fine home for the melodious mosquito, whose dreaded bite can leave one incapacitated in search of calamine lotion. Well, calamine lotion is a motion lotion which on occasion can coat one in an unfavorable fashion. It certainly isn't a pleasant sight to see somebody head to toe in calamine lotion out buying groceries, so I would certainly suggest then that as a result of that discussion, you take the outer skin off of this wild celery. It would be more beneficial to think of other people in that regard than yourself. I am now preparing to put this into the sauteed fat back, which is the fat of the back. And we will ask the chef to put coffee, or he will be excommunicated and forever banned from this arena of great cocktails. I have found the bell pepper from California. It was a long trip to get it, but I'm more than glad to go out of my way in a sacrificial fashion to gather such a fine specimen for your convenience. The bell pepper is named after Robert Bell, who was an orange grower in Macon County, Georgia. Now, Mr. Bell had suffered what orange growers consider to be one of the worst disasters, the late frost. His oranges at that time had not ripened and they were all green. And, of course, like most folks, he was lacking in liquid capital and found himself short of funds as a result of the frost. So here he had all these trees full of green, bitter, but yet somewhat sweet tasting fruit. Now he knew in his own mind that he certainly couldn't sell those as oranges. So he conceived an idea, born through the lack of financial resource, that he would take these green items and artificially hang them on low-growing plants, which he did. Now the problem was he had a hard time figuring out what in the world to call them, let alone how to cultivate what it was he was about to do. So he sampled many and had many of his neighbors sample the fruit. They all agreed that it had merit, but he knew he couldn't call it an orange because it was green. Well, being that his last name was Bell, and being the fact that these green oranges had a peppery kind of a flavor, somewhat sharp to the palate, and yes, there was some sweetness there, he decided to call it a pepper. Well, again, here we associate pepper as being an item that's either black or white. It's simple as life itself. It's either black or white. Now they do make a pepper called a cayenne pepper, which is a hot pepper, and that pepper normally is white. However, they put a little red dye in it to make it red because it's hot. And you always associate hot with red, and red with hot, and heat with fire, and fire with the devil. And if you don't get yourself saved, you're going to find yourself in the clutches of the devil. And that would be not well for you. Well, at any rate, he decided he'd call it pepper. And one of his neighbors said, well, Mr. Bell, call it the bell pepper. And he thought, wow, now that's a pretty good idea. I can call that the bell pepper. And so, without any further ado, Mr. Bell called it the bell pepper. And so, we have today, as a result of his ingenious thinking and his desire not to be wasteful, we have the California bell pepper, which is used universally across the land for many items. And we think it's a marvelous invention of Mr. Bell. Now I'm going to add to that a little time, because time is money. And you people that don't think it is, you better get your head out of your lower proportions, because baby, it's money. And so I'm going to put a little thyme in there. Next, a little dash of garlic, because garlic keeps the blood flowing freely through the veins. And in this world, it's important that your blood flows. We are getting an odoriferous odor that is just absolutely phenomenally wonderful. And we just are very thankful for it. Now I'm going to clean up this. My chef and helper is taking a temporary leave as he prepares for our listening enjoyment a rendition of favorite Christmas hits. This, dear friends and neighbors, is a bag of Goober Gunker, and it's found in the land of Goober. It got its name from Clyde Gunker, who developed it, and we're thankful for it. Goober Gunker is a fine side dish. Lizard skins and elephant tongue. And again, I put a little thyme in it. And I only can tell you again the reason for that, in my honest opinion, is because time is money. I have to saute now the balance of the wild vegetables, and they're very aromatic. And we're very thankful for it all. Pardon me? Okay. Why is that necessary? And we can have a time. You call now.
Josh's car.
He needs to call.
To bring Joshua's his
Gonna catch him again, and I've got to make sure that my hands are sterilized because I just had to clean flies out of the urinal. And we're gonna move on to our next course of the day, and that's wild pig skin with the cream of an ostrich and wild shallots. This part of the feast is called the appetizer. I will proceed now in an orderly fashion to make you as disgusted with this as I possibly can. Therefore, you won't eat them, and I will be able to eat all of this myself. Now, this is a fine fillet of skin. The cream of an ostrich is very difficult to get. It comes only from the male ostrich. And catching that bugger to get it is a trick. We have a guest with us this morning. She came out of the forest of the Black Swamp, and she will be having dinner with us. Her Royal Highness's name is Queen Lip. We're spreading the cream of an ostrich on this sliced skin of the wild boar.
And I'll be tasting it to make sure it's okay.
Our assistant cook and principal character of this fairy tale has finally decided to come back on screen. We're playing a little melodious tune in the background so that one might prepare himself for the upcoming holiday season. As instituted by the Thanksgiving Day celebration. Thanksgiving, the history of it, to the best of my understanding, is a reminiscence of the time the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock. We're thankful for finally being assured in the promised land as they sought a place to dwell and live amongst people who would not interfere with their religious beliefs. And so they homesteaded on the east coast of this great country, and from the seed of their loins grew this wonderful land of ours.
They actually were out to settle in Asia, but they ran into America, and America had America named after him.
Well, where did Christopher Columbus fall into all of this?
He fell in, he was the one that discovered the sea, and he thought he landed on Asia, so he called the Indians that were there. And those
Well,
were
I'm not
Native
talking
Americans.
about the Pilgrims are the ones from which Thanksgiving originated from.
Yeah, he come
They
in.
left the English Isle because of persecution as a result of their personal religious beliefs. They sought to escape to an area where they could practice their religion without fear of prosecution or persecution. We celebrate Christopher Columbus Day to celebrate the fact that he and his merry band of sailors found the continent. But it had nothing to do with the establishment of a colony on the great land. That's where the Pilgrims come. They established a colony in Plymouth Rock, Massachusetts. And that's why we celebrate this great day, and to give thanks for our family and our beloved friends in whom we take great pleasure. The breaking of bread and the holding of hands signifies the joining of hearts. Now I will attempt to decorate this plate in a festive holiday fashion. In the past, I have made so many of these little ornaments. Red and green as Irishman's got it in the eye. I would like to take this time also to invite all of you to the Musicale, which will be held at the First Baptist Church of Lapeer, December the 11th, 12th, and 13th. There's no admission. Come early to get a good seat. We will be honored to have your presence with us. Now you notice that I am attempting to encircle the plate in a holiday flair, and And I will fill the middle of this festive outpouring with other morsels of tidbits of beauty. There's one for the cameraman if he'd like it. One for the cook. How many of these did Krista make? She didn't make that many, did she?
Yep.
Alright, next on our agenda is the Great Wild Horn of Plenty. We'll put a little orange carrot in there. Nice, huh? 8 miles away. I get this little bugger out here.
Don't need it.
I'd like to work on our Christmas list later today. Start that project real quick.
I got one.
Canards.
I'm going to julienne these. Now the way you do that, I'm going to angle cut now I'm going to peel this and angle cut again. What do I need money for?
Because I need some cough drops.
Nana's bringing them over.
Well, I can't wait for that.
Alright, I've got some money. Take them down. You have to wait till I get the cooking done, Jacob.
It'll probably be another hour.
You want some cough medicine? I will. Very carefully. Okay. Would you like some cough medicine?
Yeah.
Huh?
No. Because I'll just pick that back up.
How about some different cough medicine?
Hmm?
I got some real strong stuff.
Oh, no.
Nipping at your nose. Like sung by choir, dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows.
Dad.
Yeah.
I can get this iron zip.
The laundry just about done. All right, now we're preparing onward and upward here. Jacob, would you like some peanut butter in this celery, or you want just cream cheese? It's your call. Talk to me.
Peanut butter.
Okay. We don't have a problem with that. I think they got enough peanut butter. Did all those other jars get used up before I open this? Did they? Krista made peanut butter cookies. At one time we had 3 jars of peanut butter open. Joshua, in a minute you're going to have to go upstairs with your mother and she'll direct you. You're going to have to clean your room, you understand? You got to be done. You might as well.
Don't butt lickle.
That's yours. Yes, it is.
Quit.
Get it off me.
Joshua, quit it!
Don't butt lickle. This is yours. See, this is all from yours. See, Tommy?
Jacob,
Alright.
put it down.
Whatever. It's yours, but I'll keep it.
6:10 a.m.
Tony Castaway. Tina Castaway.
Castaway, huh? That's no name, it's a word. Now, your legal name is Malone. And don't go kidding me about that. I think I'll let you see what line the law gets you.
wash these babies. This is fun. You ready for your rant?
You got your shiny shapes, huh?
You like
Your
this?
shots.
You like this little bear? I kept trying to get out, but you got in there like.
Pretty face.
Watch this.
Josh, let it be.
I wanna hold him for a while. Oh, he licked
We're gonna
me.
go south on Highway 211. Why don't you set it off?
Right?
Not too many people around now there. Misty Valley Cooperative. This is it.
He's going to the bathroom. Give me some newspaper.
And he's going to the bathroom.
Here. Here. Go.
What kind of bathroom